Hello, everyone. Welcome to a very special edition of the Loan Officer Marketing Podcast. Consider this you and I sitting down for a private consulting session. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of the secrets that I've discovered over the last couple of years that have led to tremendous growth for our private clients, but also myself personally. So, what we're going to start off with is the basic fundamentals of the growth journey that you get to go through as you build your mortgage business to the level of income and the level of the number of deals that you need to do every month in order to hit your target income. And then we're going to walk through what stages you've got to go through in your business to get to kind of the different levels of that production. And then we're going to back it out to the math of what daily activities do you actually have to do in order to hit whatever income target it is that you have for your mortgage business. So starting on the phases of building and growing your business, basically you've got 5 journeys that you go on. And the first is the journey of discipline. Ooh, that sounds lame. Nobody wants self-discipline, right? Come to find out, that's kind of the secret to success of many people. It is being able to do the things that you don't want to do because you have the self-discipline to understand that doing those activities are going to bring you the life and the surroundings and the income that you want. It's the ability to discipline ourselves to do the activities that we don't want to do that ultimately gets us to our goal. So this is the first fundamental that we have to go through. And the greatest way to discover the fundamentals that move the needle the fastest and the easiest in the mortgage business is to join Mortgage Marketing Animals and get involved in the Daily Success Plan. If you're not quite there yet, or you haven't heard of the Mortgage Marketing Animals before, this podcast probably just changed your life. What you do to get started is you head on over to Loan Officer Breakfast Club. So loanofficerbreakfastclub.com, sign up, and every day, Monday to Friday, we have a call at 8:30 Eastern in the morning where we go through all kinds of success stories, but also the daily disciplines of what you need to do. And it's an environment where there's lots of top producers and beginners and everybody all mixed together, getting ready for the day and making sure that we're successful. Then the Mortgage Marketing Animals also has another program called Call Stars. And what Call Stars is again, a group environment where everybody shows up to make their calls for the Daily Success Plan. So the Daily Success Plan, there's 4 days a week. If you can dedicate 2 hours a day, 4 days a week, that process will absolutely change your life. And both of those processes fit and dovetail perfectly into you growing to whatever level of income you want in the mortgage business, because they are a group environment that helps you to stay disciplined on daily activities that are going to grow your business. So you're not working in your business at that moment, you're working on your business. And it is the dedication of 2 hours a day that will actually move the needle and get you on. But you have to have the self-discipline to show up on those calls, make your calls, and actually follow the process and continue to show up. Now, once you master that, that moves you to the next phase in your business. And I apologize, you're going to hear some noise in the background. The kids just showed up and they're about to hop in the pool in the background. So that's absolutely fantastic. It's a family meeting now. So the first thing that you need if you really want to be successful is discipline. The second is philosophy. And the reason why is the philosophy. Bubba, it's okay. The noise is all right. Don't worry about it. We're with friends here. Go have fun. So philosophy, and a lot of this comes from Jim Rohn, but philosophy is discovering what you feel your purpose is, why you're doing what it is that you're doing, and setting the fundamentals of what you want in the future and what you are willing and not willing to sacrifice in order to have that thing, and coming up with your own personal philosophy. And the next layer of philosophy in your mortgage business is, I'm going to have the daily discipline to do these activities But long term, you will stop doing those if you don't have the philosophy to support it, to keep yourself going back and having the discipline of the daily success plan and the daily activities. And this philosophy is like, why am I doing what I'm doing? How am I going to do it? How am I going to track it? How am I going to measure it? And then how am I sure that that is going to get me to my end goal? And when we get to the math at the end of today's presentation, you'll see how you can break whatever goal you want down to basically daily activities of the activities you need to do every day in order to hit that target. But if you don't have the philosophy behind why you're doing what you're doing and how you're going to do it, it's incredibly overwhelming to show up every day with the discipline. But if you don't know what to do every day, it's really difficult to get success. Success is what builds momentum, and you need that momentum to keep coming back to the daily discipline. So the philosophy is something that we walk through in the Mortgage Marketing Animals in group coaching sessions, but also in the Freedom Club. A lot of what we do in the 90-day launch is we sit down with you and say, where are you now? Where do you want to go? What do we have to put in place in order to do that? And really, what's your vision and roadmap and philosophy in order to get there? So discipline is first, philosophy is second, and then the third is systems. Because as you go through the discipline and philosophy stage, you're going to figure out what activities work for you. So we know, hands down, the two most successful ways to grow a mortgage business are connecting with your past customer database at least once a month. That's phone calls, text messages, emails, the Loan Officer CRM. We've automated most of those processes. You just load your past customer database in. There's a year-long process that goes out. People respond back. AI has the conversations. We've already scripted it. It's like a plug and play system. It's $297 a month till the end of this month. It's like an absolute no-brainer that you've got to set that up because database is the number one way to get customers. The second is realtor referral relationships. Still, over 80% of the business that closes and funds is referred by real estate agents in the mortgage market. So what you need in order to scale that part of your business is a qualified list of realtors, which if you purchase before the end of the month, Loan Officer CRM, we include the qualified agent data right inside the software for you. It's a Redder subscription, RETR. It's $199 a month retail if you go buy it from Redder. We include it for free in the Loan Officer CRM, and the Loan Officer CRM is only $297 a month. Plus, we give you the video marketing tool and the power dialer and all of the other tools that help you do your job. But this is not about the Loan Officer CRM. This is about you and your business knowing I get a qualified list of agents, I make X amount of calls, I talk to X amount of people, I book so many appointments, half of those appointments are going to show up, and then 25% of those agents that I meet with are going to send me business. It is, almost a fundamental law of mathematics that we've done so many of these calls, we know what the conversion numbers are. But when you get down to your systems, we've met loan officers that don't want to work with realtors. And it's like, okay, you want to go the hard route. That's cool, your choice. But some of them go after financial planners. Some of them go after insurance agents. Some of them go after home service contractors. Some of them are just title company driven. Some of them are just divorce attorneys, or they're doing a mixture and a hodgepodge of all. That's totally okay. Because once you have the discipline to show up every day and you have the philosophy of here's how I'm going to approach this and what I'm going to do, and you show up every day, you figure out for yourself how many calls you need to make, how many people you're going to talk to, how many appointments you're going to book, how well your automations are going to go with the emails and the text messages. And then all of a sudden you've got a repeatable system, right? And then you use software and technology to automate that as much as you possibly can so that you can do more of it. You can scale it, right? So while you're doing discipline and philosophy, you're building these systems that you can then hand off to other people so you can scale. So what it allows you to do is figure out how you are going to grow your mortgage business. Some go consumer direct and decide, hey, I'm going to try the consumer direct thing, or I'm going to buy leads from these different systems and put them into a CRM. Everybody has a different philosophy on how they're going to grow the business. But once you test your philosophy and it works and you're able to turn effort into customers at a repeatable rate, then you put it into a system, and that leads you to the fourth component of growth in the mortgage industry, which is your team. You take the systems that you build from the daily discipline, the philosophy on how you're going to do it, you turn it into a system that's repeatable, and then you hire somebody to do that task and manage that system for you in your business so that you can go find the next idea, the next philosophy on how you're going to grow your business. And then you start to implement and build that system until you iron out all the kinks, you get it just the way that you want it, you know what the output is going to be, and then you give it to a staff member in order to scale it. Now, in the mortgage business, traditionally what you're going to do is you're going to do the activities that bring the loans in the door. If you haven't hired somebody, you are going to end up on the loan officer roller coaster, which is totally okay. It happens to everybody. It's just a process that you've got to go through because you do these activities that generate the business, and then all of a sudden you have to take off your marketing hat, and then you have to put on your processing hat. Well, while you're processing, you're not doing the money-making activities of making the calls to the past customers, networking with qualified real estate agents, putting systems in place. So your pipeline dries up. So while you're doing the marketing activities, the deals come in, then you stop doing those activities to process the loans, then your applications fall, then you got to go back to the marketing activities, and it's this roller coaster up and down. And many people go through that. You know, if they haven't met the mortgage marketing animals or gone through the coaching inside the Freedom Club, a lot of people just, that's a career. You know what I mean? It's great because we can make a ton of money. The mortgage business is, in my opinion, one of the best businesses ever to be in. And you can live a phenomenal life like that. But you can also put people in place to take a lot of those tasks that you don't like doing throughout the day, grow a larger business that helps more people and make more income and employ other people and give a benefit to them. The larger your business gets, the more people you get to help, right? And that comes from building a team. The first one is normally an LP1 or a processor that you bring into the business to help with processing so that you can stay focused on the money-making activities. Then, as you scale out more people to process the loans, you're also bringing in people to help you with the marketing activities. And that person is running your database for you, making sure there's messages going out, making sure that your systems that bring in the loans are actually getting done every day. And then you are then looking to hire business development reps. So when you get to your 40 real estate agents that are actively referring you business, it can be a full-time job just maintaining those relationships and continuing to grow them. So then you end up with processing help, marketing help, and business development help as you continue to grow the team with the systems that you've built. And then that leads you to the final stage in your mortgage business, which is leadership. And that is no longer doing the individual day-to-day tasks that bring in the loans and bring in the referral partners and manage the systems. What you're doing is you're leading and solving problems and bringing tools and resources and ideas to the team that you have built so your team can help you implement. And you're consistently going through the process of having the daily discipline to show up and build those systems for those people every day. Having the philosophy of, okay, here's my next idea on how I'm going to grow the business. Here's the result that I'm going to get from this. Here's the income, the role, the staff member. Here's exactly what I'm going to build with this thing. Then you are the one that builds it. You build the system so that you can prove that it actually works. And then once you get that to a point where it works and it's repeatable, you've added software to it, then you give it to a staff member. You're measuring that staff member, making sure that they're getting the same or very close to the same results that you got while you were running that system. So then that process runs in your business every day and you're just monitoring it, making sure that they're hitting metrics, and you're leading the person that's running that thing. And you go through that with processing, you go through with marketing, and you go through with business development. And that's how you scale from you showing up at your very first, mortgage marketing animals call stars meeting to a year later where we see these people in the Freedom Club that have doubled, tripled the amount of loans that they're processing regardless of market conditions. It's that process that people are walking through. And I wanted to share this episode with you because when you understand the process, it makes it easier when you stub your toe on the day of, right? It's so easy to have a bad networking call and all of a sudden it's like, I'm not going to do that anymore, or I'm not going to mess with realtors. But when you have that larger vision of what the process is and you understand, it's like, okay, well, cool. 75% of the realtors that I talk to aren't going to send me business. Great, awesome. I'm only looking for the 25%. It just makes the 75% so much easier to go through. And so this is to give you that strength of mindset of, I understand that this is a process and I can just pick the income that I want and then back out how many partners and how many people I need in my database in order to get me to that income, and then just doing the activities to get the numbers through the system. And that's where we're going to wrap this episode. I'm going to share my screen here. So if you're driving, it's okay. I'll explain to you what's happening on the screen. If you're here joining us on YouTube or on social media, you can see that I have the Ultimate Loan Officer Marketing Planner up on the screen. And we have this cell in here, 2B, it says Dream Income. And what you do is you punch in the income that you want to make in your mortgage business, and then it spits out what activities you need to do in order to fill in. So here we've got a dream income of 200,000, and we're saying our average commission per deal is 2,000. So you would put in your own dream income, you would put in your own average commission per deal. But if this person wants to make $200,000, they're making $2,000 a year or per deal, that means that they need to do 100 deals in a year in order to hit their income of $200,000. You can go all the way up to, put yourself in the multiple 7-figure club, 8 figures. It's just math. You can dream as big as you want to, but this dials down the effort that you're going to have to put in order to hit whatever target it is that you put out there. And when you anchor that goal to the activities, it's a whole lot easier to do the activities and show up with the discipline that we need, which is step 1 that we're going to move forward on. By the way, if you haven't, head on over to loanofficerbreakfastclub.com, get started with the mortgage marketing animals over there. And then as soon as you get the opportunity to join Mortgage Marketing Animals, take that step, move forward with the group coaching, and then apply for the Freedom Club. You've got to apply and you've got to be hitting a certain level of production to get into the Freedom Club. But walking on this roadmap is the smartest and easiest way to invest a little bit of money to make a massive benefit in your life. And then those of you that aren't on the Loan Officer CRM, boy howdy, that just makes it, I just said boy howdy. Yeah, well, we're not going to edit that out, but I'm not going to use that anymore. Anyways, if you're not using the Loan Officer CRM, we've made the most successful and profitable processes in a mortgage business automated and powered by AI. It's $297 a month. That should be an easy investment for you to make. One deal pays for over a year's worth of the system for you, and it just saves you so much time and effort, and the support in the community is just incredible. And the reason why I mention that is because this planner that you're seeing is automatically going to calculate roughly how many deals you're going to do from your database and then show you what activities need to be done for your agent referral partner and then your marketing part. So what you do here is you put in your dream income, the average commission per deal. It tells you how many deals you need to do per year in order to hit that income. And then it reverse engineers the math on how many deals you're going to get from your database. So we come down here and we say, okay, how many customers do we have in our past customer database? In this example, I put in 200. Well, we know in today's marketplace, you should be getting about 2 referrals per 100 people that are in your past customer database. When rates tick back down, that number goes up. But in today's marketplace, it's about 2. So if you've got 100 people in your database, you do the success activities, you should be closing around 2 deals a month from your past customer database. If you have 200 people, you do the same activities, you should get 4 deals a month from your past customer database. So what that is a phone call, text message, and emails with value that go out once a month. Those are your basic activities, and you do that to everybody in your database. So in this database with 200 people, we're making 46 calls a week in order to reach out to those past customers. So if you take that 46 divided by 5, and I won't do that in my head, just so that you get the right number. 46 divided by 5 is 9.2 calls per day. So you can make 10 calls a day, or you can just make 46 calls in 2 hours on one day of the week if you're following the daily success plan. So this calculator has said, okay, we need to do 100 deals in a year. Well, 48 of those deals are going to come from our database. So all we have to do is do that database activating system that comes preloaded for you inside the Loan Officer CRM, and 48 out of the 100 deals that we need in order to hit our income target are going to be taken care of. So now where are we going to go get the rest of the deals from? Well, we're going to go get them from qualified referral partners, and then marketing and advertising and turning leads into customers. So now we go down to this agent referral section. We're at line 16 on this spreadsheet here. And it will tell you the goal number of partners that you need in order to hit the rest of the target. So in this particular instance, if we want to do 100 deals a year, we only need 13 real estate agents sending us business. That equates to roughly 52 deals in a year. If you've got 13 agents that send you an average of 4 transactions a year, and that gets us our additional 4.3 deals a month that we need in order to hit our target of 8 deals a month, 100 deals a year. So look at this. If you've got a database of 200 past customers, and then you do the work to make the calls and set up 13 referral relationships with qualified agents. Those are agents that are doing at least 8 deals in the last 12 months. You've got the additional 52 loans that you need in order to hit your income target. Now, what we've also done is we've put in here our agent referral calculator of how many qualified agents you need in your list in order to build those relationships. So what you do is you punch in the number of qualified agents that are in your area. So when you're inside the Loan Officer CRM, you go to the qualified agent data tab, you click on it, then you click on your area and put in, hey, I want 8 buy-side transactions in the last 12 months, and it will spit you out a list of all the qualified agents in your marketplace. Whatever that number is, you punch it into this calculator, and it will let you know roughly how many referral partners you should be able to convert out of that list if you just follow the automated process that's set up inside the Loan Officer CRM and make weekly phone calls to those agents. So out of 50 agents in this particular example, if we work that list for a year, that gives us 14 referral partners sending us business, which is more than enough to get to our 52. So for in this particular example, if we want to make $200,000 a year, we're making $2,000 a deal, and we're going to do 100 deals in a year. If you've got a database of 200 past customers, you only need 13 referral partners and you're done. You don't need any marketing or advertising. You can do it just with your database and just agent referrals. Again, in the mortgage marketing animals, we believe that around 40 referral partners is kind of the number that you're looking for, because you can hit some incredible lofty goals. So there is a ton of work and results that you can pull from qualified agent marketing before you ever have to step to marketing and advertising. But the reason why I've included marketing and advertising in here is because one of the offers that we use to convert top producing real estate agents is, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Agent, you're a top producer, you're buying leads, give those leads to us. We will work them for you using our AI system, turn those people into mortgage applications, and then refer them back to you. And it's incredibly powerful because we have a better offer to convert most of those real estate leads. Because when real estate leads come in and they're looking at a specific property, if they don't like the property, the likelihood of that real estate agent ever being able to convert them is basically zero. Whereas when you get a lead and we as mortgage professionals reach out, doesn't matter what the house is. Our offer is we'll let you know how much home you qualify to buy, what your rate and payment will be. Would you like us to let you know what you should be shopping for in today's marketplace? So we can actually convert a lot more of those real estate leads than the realtors that are actually buying them. So what this does is it opens up a pipeline of free leads for you and your mortgage business that are already paid for, that are already high quality. And as you convert them, you're actually building the relationship with the qualified agent. And it's just a win-win. So what you do with those leads is you dump them into the Loan Officer CRM. Our system automatically text messages them, emails them, retargets them on social media. And then anytime any of those leads respond back, our AI is programmed to have the conversation with that lead, make sure they're actually qualified, and then automatically books them on your calendar. So you're sitting at your desk doing higher level activities, and you just have a calendar appointment that shows up with somebody that's been booked by the AI from the cold leads that you've gotten from your real estate agents. And so that's why I have the marketing component here, because as you get more and more realtor referral relationships, you can dump all of their leads for free into this marketing system and basically cherry pick extra deals and extra money out of this system that you're running with Mortgage Marketing Animals by converting these leads for free. And so what we look at is the total leads to total commissions. So if you get 200 leads, like 200 Zillow leads or 200 Facebook leads from agents over the month, there's basically 3 deals that you can convert out of the bottom of that. And then you just tack those onto your deals. So if you get 200 leads a month from qualified real estate agents, they give you these leads, which they consider to be cold, dead, online leads. There's about 3 deals that come out of that. That's an additional 34 deals a year that you've just plugged into $67,500 in commissions that you're generating off of free leads that you've gotten just as a bonus by setting up the realtor referral relationships. So that's your roadmap. And your roadmap can be anything that you want. You can aim at $1 million a year. You can aim at $100,000 a year. It all depends on how much effort you want to put into working your database, working your qualified agent list, and then having a system in place in order to work your leads and turn them into closings. Those are the basics. And then to get started, you need the daily discipline to show up on the Loan Officer Breakfast Club, on Call Stars, and the Mortgage Marketing Animals training calls every day. You get the philosophy of what marketing strategies are going to work for you to fill your pipeline and fill your business. How are you going to grow your business? You've got database marketing, realtor marketing, financial planner marketing, all kinds of different ways. You choose the one that's right for you, and then you start making the calls and following the plans that we give you inside Mortgage Marketing Animals. You start sending the email scripts, sending out the messages, working the CRM to get those conversations. You do that until you get it to consistency, and then you put that system in place. Then you hire an employee when you're ready and that system is making you money. You take some of that money, you peel it off, you hire an employee, that employee manages the system for you, and then you elevate to leadership, where you're then leading a team of people that are running the systems that you set up initially with the daily discipline and the philosophy. You stay rooted in discipline and philosophy, you build a team around you, and you ascend to leadership. I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of Loan Officer Marketing. Right now, head on over to loanofficercrm.ai. Until the end of May, you can get the qualified agent data, the power dialer, the video marketing tool, and all of the bonuses absolutely for free when you purchase the system for $297. There's no long-term contract to sign. You can cancel at any time. And you're 100% protected by our 30-day, 100% satisfaction money-back guarantee. If you buy the CRM and you are not absolutely thrilled at any point within the first 30 days, we will give you 100% of your money back. You get to keep the bonuses and all the onboarding and everything that we've done for you. You get to keep that for free, as well as the coaching that you've gotten while going through the process. This is an absolute no-brainer offer for $297, and I'm looking forward to seeing you as part of our members area. My name is Chris Johnstone, wishing you much love and success.